Hello everybody and welcome back to Autocraft. I look like I have an antenna. Oh my god, I am so happy. My voice is now back, which I'm ecstatic about, and I actually get to do some building, and I'm going to try and not get sidetracked to this episode. That's the plan. And immediately I remember that I've got this monstrosity of a thing over here, and if you're wondering what on earth this is, I don't have words to explain the logic or how it works, but this is my warped log farm. And somehow it's really productive. That being said, I still haven't restocked the shop recently, so I might do that today. I mean, we already know that I'm going to be sidetracked by something, so why not be sidetracked by something productive? I mean, look at it. Look at this. Right, look at the beauty of the numbers. We haven't started on Crimson Logs yet, but everything else, oh, chef's kiss. And I'm happy that they do. Anyway, if I remember correctly, which I probably don't, but I probably will do anyway, I need to get started on actually building E7, which is the one just there by the clay. That's not clay. I mean, it is clay, but what's it called? Lush Cave biome that I made a couple of episodes ago, which was probably last month. Oh my god, it was last month. I've been busy, okay? And what I'm thinking of doing is that biome is meant to be a river, and I'm going to try and follow the main outline that seems to be there at the moment. I quite like that shape. I don't know why it has that shape, but I think it's a really good shape anyway. So I'm going to try and do that. Okay, so it's a little bit of... It's very hard to tell actually, but there is kind of an outline. Yeah, that's really hard to tell. Wow, I didn't realize how tricky this was going to be. Okay, let's figure out what we're going to do with this one. I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to just kind of follow the natural line of the ground, which is going to be like that. And so if I just follow the outlines of the land first, then I can work on the actual river part of it. I might make this a proper little bit of a land. There we go. A little bit of minor tweaking just to make it feel more better suited to the area. And then this could be filled in. And then this can be all filled in. Yep, getting some good progress going now. And then I need to do the same on that side, which is going to take barely any time at all. And then we can incorporate that, incorporate that, incorporate that. Do I want to include that little bit? No, I think I'll just have it kind of curve into there. I don't know if it actually curves that well. I guess we'll find out when I probably look at it again. Do that. I feel it's very diagonally over here. So what I'm going to do is kind of make it less so. So I think if I do that, yeah, that's immediately making a huge difference. And you're probably like, that's way too much. No, 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 it isn't. Trust the process. Trust me, that's too much. So if I do that, very minor tweaking. If I actually get the dirt on a hotbar, that's going to help. So if we have a 2 there, 2 there, turn it to that, there we go, that's a little bit sweeter to work with. Okay, that's got a nicer curve to it. I'm going to go grab my pickaxe, clear out this bit of dirt, and then see what we're working with. This is literally one of those things I've been putting off for a while, and I'm like, oh, I'll do it later, and then later has arrived, and it's like, oh, yeah, I need to get a move on and start being productive. Wow, look at the time, boys. Basically my mindset right now is like, oh, look at the time. What do you mean it's not December anymore? To be fair, December did fly past. That was a quick one. I quite like this. It could just be a high up river. So kind of like if you were canoeing or something and you just kind of canoed through this. I'm not loving this. It's quite... Yes. But in a no kind of way. Which probably makes very little sense, but I don't want it to be too curvy because then it's going to ruin the whole vibe. If I just kind of break that and then push it back by 1, that might make a bit of a difference. Hopefully. It's a rather narrow mouth of only 4 blocks over here, but I don't think that's going to be too bad actually. Right, let's have a look at the map. Let's have an early look at the map. Because I need to. Also, I seem to be lagging a little bit. It's definitely narrow. Well, what does it look from over here? There are trees in the way. Okay, what does it look like from the nether bridge? There are still trees in the way. Okay, do I have leather booties? I do have leather booties. Let me swap into them real quick. Okay, there we go. We're at the top here. How does that look from over here? Actually, it doesn't look too bad. I think once that tree disappears, we get that chunk sorted. This is a nice view up here, but actually, I didn't realise how nice it was up here. Maybe I should spend more time up here. I'm going to fill in the rest of that bit of dirt over there. I'm going to add in the water. And yeah, I'll work on what I can. I might extend that a little bit there forwards. That probably makes very little sense, but I kind of have a plan in my mind. But I'm really bad at explaining how my mind works. But what I'm going to do is basically add a bit more dirt, and then I'm going to start flooding the entire thing. Not flooding, just giving it a bit of water. Righty, so I'm going to do that, and I'll catch up with you, and I'll done did that. Alrighty, have a look at this. Feast your eyes on it. It is definitely... yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I just need to wait for the grass to catch up over here. It should be spreading, but that doesn't mean it will be, because, you know, this is Minecraft, and Minecraft doesn't obey its own laws half the time. But I was thinking, you know what, I've not really used firefly bushes too much this season, so I might just scatter a few of them, and I mean a few of them, because apparently I don't know where any of them are. But I also need to go and get some more torches, and you would not believe the amount of torches that I've had to place recently, especially for the witch's farm, which, BT dubs, I've not said that in a while, is doing incredibly well. It's giving me basically every single thing apart from the one thing that I want, which is so on brand for Minecraft. And now that I've done a big old snooze, I can head over to... I thought I ate that. Did I not eat that? I did not eat that. I can head over to the river biome that we're currently working on, and maybe I should have waited until it was night and not slept, and then I could have placed down torches. And I think I've got barely any bone meal on me, but I'm going to start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. No, Jesus, sorry about that. You know, one of those word association things where you hear half a word of something, you're like, I am going to fill in the rest of the lyrics or whatever. Yeah, I basically just did that. My bad. It happens. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head over to the map once again, give it another little update, and see where we're at. I think this is going to look quite cool. It's going to look a little bit half naked because of the fact that the grass hasn't quite spread. But I think we can wait for that to happen. And while we're waiting, we could probably do a little bit of another biome. Because I really don't want to be far behind. More so than I already am. Okay, right. Map in hand. Get the soup out of hand. There we go. How's that looking? Actually, not too bad. I mean, it doesn't look great. But yeah, this is the biome that we're looking at. It doesn't look too awful. I think I was right about once the grass starts spreading, it will look a bit better. Oh, you can see it updating on the map in live time. That's so cool. I love it when cool things happen. Sorry, I get excited by things. Alrighty, so while that's happening, I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove E7 from here. I've not done one of these in a hot or cold minute, so we're going to have to get back to basics, figure out how I do this. So, pressure plate, pick up the paper. It's a 5, it's a C, C5. C5 is the Nautilus one, which is just here. That's the ocean one, I think. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, so we re-roll. Woohoo! First re-roll of the episode. And so we do a re-roll. We pick up the paper. It's G4. Have I done G4? This is G. 1, 2, 3. I have not done G4. Ooh, okay. Oh, whoa, look at how much we're going to get done then. Okay, let's find out what G4 is. Let me put the paper back first and the dirt, because otherwise I will forget both. And then we can head over to G4, which is where on the map? It's between the end and the mycelium biome. So if we just kind of head that way. Actually, yeah, I'm on the 4 already. So if I just keep heading this way until near the end, we should be able to find out where we're going. That's the goal anyway. Right, so we're through the trial chamber. We've made it to the Netherwart Island. Not the Netherwart. Why do I have Netherwart in my brain? Anyway, let's find out what biome I am building now. So this one is a sparse jungle. That's a 6, that's a 6. So if we go for somewhere in the middle, if we go for about a 3, then we can have grass. But then you have to be worried, or not worried, but you have to be careful of the fact that mycelium might spread across, which is not what we need for this biome. So I'm going to need just over 4 stacks of dirt, some jungle saplings, and some oak leaves. And then I can kind of work from there. So what I'm going to do straight away is I'm going to head back over to G4 and immediately start placing down 4 stacks of dirt and then start to work on it from there. And I forgot the jungle saplings, they're so irritating. Alrighty, the dirt is down, the grass is spreading. Hooray! I just realised I need to place torches. But that's not what I was going to say. Little rhyme. Trees have been growing. Hooray, love that. And I have some oak leaves. I've got a few jungle logs because I think it was jungle logs that are like in this weird kind of like odd pattern of this, maybe? Not quite like that, but like similar-ish. I might just do that, to be fair. It might be completely different. It might be like, maybe I'll just do variations. Maybe just like a little variation every now and then. But essentially what I want is just a little bit of extra life around this area. Make it feel really lived in, really spacious. Not spacious, what's the word? Right, where could I put another one? If I put another one over... yeah, on that block there. Do that. Starting to feel it a little bit more. I think when these trees start to grow as well, that's going to help out. I might make this a little bit more like that. There we go. And then I think I'll do one here. And then I'll do one like that. But then I'll... yeah, that'll do. I do think as soon as the trees start to grow properly, like those 2 saplings, once they've grown, it's gonna be beautiful. And speaking of things growing, let's go check on the grass from earlier. Actually, let's look at it on the map. I think it might be a bit of progress time, which is very exciting. And then I can be more productive and take the logs over to the shopping district. Alrighty, let's have a look. Okay, so I just did G4. Yep, that's the one. So today we have done that biome here that I can sort of show on the map. And we have done that biome over here, which kind of still a work in progress. I think it'd be the best way to describe it. But we're making a huge amount of progress. I don't know how many biomes that I've made or done completely. Let me have a quick count. 1, 2, 3 on the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35? Yes, okay, sure. 36, 37, 38. Oh, I'm so tempted to bring it up to 40 in today's episode. Oh, I can't. I mean, I can, but do I want to? Oh, wow. Okay. So I think I will have a little look at what I'm supposed to do. So if I grab that dirt back, did I pick it up? No. Okay, let me grab that. So, pressure plate. Picking up the paper. We have F3. A, B, C, D, E, F. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's again between the mycelium and the end biome. Okay, let me go and have a look at what F3 is. It might be a today episode. It might be a next week episode. I really don't know. That one I want. And then that can go there. Plop the dirt back. And let's go check out F3. Okay, so let's have a little swim. I forgot to refuel on the food or restock the food. Okay, let's have a quick little look at what this is going to be. Hang on, that tree's just grown. It looks awesome. Is that over the boundary? No, it's not. I love it when it's not over the boundary. I might give that a bit of bone meal later if that doesn't grow. Right, what is this biome gonna be? Is it gonna be a nice one? Is it gonna be a tree? It's a plains. Okay, that's quite a nice simple one. There isn't a Y level given here, so I think what I'm gonna do is... Oh, I don't know, I hadn't thought that far ahead. So I could have it be at this level, so it's kind of between all three of the biomes. Would it be? No, it wouldn't. I have the level up, so if I have it here, it would kind of be a nice one. Or I could just have it down at water level. I think I'll just go for water level because that's quite nice. But I think I'll do exactly what maybe not exactly what I did last time. Maybe I'll just start placing dirt and you guys get to see the experience of it. And see how much fun it can be. I need to put stuff away. This is getting chaotic, even by my standards. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that. I will sort that chest out in the future. We all know that's a lie, don't we? Why do I keep getting the lag when I get on the slime? That's so rude, honestly. Okay, so I need 16 grass. Yes. And I also need 4 stacks of plain dirt. That's fine. I can work with plain dirt. We like a bit of plain dirt. It's normally found at the airport. Oh no, if you're wondering what that is, it's a little cave that I put into the side of this biome. I think I might do more caves in the future at the biomes, but I might do that towards the end of the season. That could be like a later end of the season kind of thing to do. So I'm gonna get everything ready and I'll catch up with you when the grass is starting to spread and then we can just watch grass grow for a little bit. That could be a fun thing. Oh, maybe I should turn that into a proper little witch's tower, right? Like have a proper little building with Blackstone. I'm getting so distracted right now. This is not good. Right, it's over here that we're going to. Okay, see, and this is why I said that I'm going to need grass. So, where did I say that I was going to do the place of grass? I think I was originally going to do up above, but I think for this, I'll just stick to down here. And then we'll think of a way to connect everything kind of nicely. Should I do that? Or should I just... Oh, actually, I could just do on the one below. And then when all that is done, we can start watching grass grow, because that's apparently a fun thing to do. Oh, I do need to get rid of all the lily pads, actually. Yeah, I'd kind of forgotten about them. Oops. Okay, well, let me do that now. I'm doing a huge project in May, which is in 2 weeks and 4 days. So I've got 18 days to get everything ready, more or less. And I really haven't. And I'm starting to realise I'm a little bit far behind where I want to be. But I don't know if I am or if I'm just over-prepared. And I think I'd rather be over-prepared than not. And be scrambling the day before a biome or a day is due. Because once again... Build a Day May is coming back, and that was a little thing that I did last year, which is basically every single day of May I build something, and I made a short out of it, and this is where most of my subscribers came from. But I want to do it again because I kind of had some lame ideas about what to build, and I kind of thought, you know what, I struggle to find things to build, so I'm going to ask my friends to help me build something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to a lot of my friends. Well, I've already reached out to all of my friends, not all of them, quite a few of them, and I've asked them to pick a number. And so if you've been asked to pick a number, I will at some point be messaging you in the next 2 weeks maybe, depending on when I remember to do it, or when I think would be an appropriate time to do it. And I will ask you to pick something for me to build. And I'll try my best to build it as much as I can. In the short, a little bit ago, I did manage to get all the dirt placed down, which is excellent. But I need to bone meal it, but you can't bone meal dirt. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the one jungle log. Oh, look at how this is turning out. Oh, this is magnificent. Okay, I'm going to put one there. Yeah, and then I'm going to do that. There we go. Okay, this is definitely starting to feel a bit jungly. I don't hate that. I do, however, hate that. And I can fix it like that. There we go. I don't want a random block underneath a log to just be showing, unless it's like on a border. Borders are acceptable, everything else is not. Let's have a quick look at the map. Ooh, yeah, that's certainly a site. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the logs together, and I'm going to head to the shopping district and restock my log shop. So I'll catch up with you when I've done that, and I'll see you on the other side. I am once again at the shopping district with my brown box of goodies. Righty, first stop, string shop. I don't think there's anything here. I do have 2 stacks here. Oh, okay. Well, that's why that string's going then. I don't understand why this is somehow a productive shop. I did not expect it to be efficient in any kind of way. This was just a shop because of the fact that, like, I needed string. And I was originally going to sell it for free. I haven't even put a price there on Ender Chest. I know I'm a bad person. I'll do an Ender Chest at some point, but I think I'll just do a sign saying pay what you want. And over here, we've got the log shop. What is it now on? It's on Acacia. I can't remember what I left it on. I do normally leave it on Acacia, so that I know that things do need to be restocked. I do know that I have a lot of Acacia on me, and I've also got the mangrove, so let's get that sorted first. Okay, none of the Acacia has been sold. Excellent. Well, it's not excellent, but it means it's one less thing for me to have to restock later. And that is Acacia. Ooh, fully restocked. Excellent. So let's head to... Let's do a quick check of everything. Oh, bamboo. I do have bamboo in here. Excellent. Let me put that in. If my Wi-Fi would like to cooperate, I would appreciate that. Birch is all good. Cherry is all good. Crimson, I'm going to work on in the future. Dark oak is all good. This is the jungle, which means this is mangrove. Cool, we can put that in like so. And that is mangrove fully restocked. Actually, do I have the book on me? I don't. Oh, okay, that could be a problem. And then we've got the oak fully sorted. Pale oak is fully sorted. Spruce is fully sorted, and I think it's just the warped and the crimson now left to fully restock. And I do have a few warped stems on me, so I'm putting 6 stacks in here, so I think I need 7 more stacks. Let's see. So I normally do them in a nice little pattern, just so that when I check the minecarts later, I can see the mirror reflection. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 slots are empty on this side, and that means there's 7 empty on that slide as well, which means I do need 7 stacks. But that's not too bad. So 7 stacks of warped stems. So if I do that, that's 7. And I need 5.5 of crimson. So I'm going to leave that for the crimson just for now until I get some more. And I can remove acacia from this sign. And I can remove warped stem from this sign. Which is very exciting. And I could probably remove these 2 signs now. I don't know who they belong to, but could always just start doing the custom order. Leave it on a... not in. Leave it on a sign below. No, not below. Somewhere. So then if I do that, there we go. If people want to put it in there, that's fine. I could probably do some more signs around this area. Oh, hang on, there's a spare one here. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I just saw the happy grass and I forgot it was a happy grass then for a second. Not an unhappy one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to quickly check spawn. I haven't been to spawn in a few days. I do love the fact that Keen's base is right next to the spawn, the nether portal. It's such a beautiful little base. Genuinely. I do need to do something with Fire Labs at some point in the future. Because technically it is my building. I didn't build it, but it was built for me. So I kind of need to be like, hey, I'm going to make it. Yeah. And I still need to do the leaves for the arches, which I've completely forgotten about multiple times. Oh, I do need to do fireworks still for Gaming District. Oops. And there's nothing in the mailbox, and I still have 4 diamonds on me. Okay. There's an ender chest in the floor, conveniently. I do need to do the free samples at the potions and poisons. With the sun setting behind me, we have managed to get a lot done today. And that's actually really pretty. I didn't realise how pretty that would be. But we've managed to get 3 different biomes done, and we've managed to restock the shop, including the annoying warped log in the background. Look at that. I'm really going to have to deal with that at some point. I think that is a shroom light at the top. That explains why it's glowing ominously. Ominous, or is it ominous? I was taught one way and I've always stuck with the other way. That is very pretty, the sky. Anyway, my fat head's going to block the sun, and I'm going to say take care, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Goodbye.